10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. By now, all of us should know how to count by tens. So when you count by tens, you're adding 10 more every single time you go down one of these columns. So you're basically just fast tracking and skipping all of these numbers and going and counting by 10. So today what I want to teach you is 10 more and 10 less. So if I gave us the example, there's no number here in the ones place. So the only number that you're going to change is the tens place. So when I say 10 more, you're just going to add 1 to the tens place. 4 plus 1 is 5. Add the 0, you got 50. 40 plus 10 is 50. So you're thinking, okay, what is 10 more than 40? Well, I know 4 plus 1 is 5. Add the 0, it's 50. So that's what you do when you add 10 more. So I have 3 different ways that I'm going to show you how to do 10 more, 10 less. I'm going to do one example of each, and then we will go through the worksheet that I have for practice. So the first way that I just showed you, I'm going to do it one more time, is by just looking at the tens place, and you're thinking, okay, since I'm only adding 10 and I don't see anything in the ones place, I'm going to add 10 to the, I'm going to add 1 to the tens place, and we have 6, nothing in the ones, 0. Let's do another one. Okay, what's 10 more than 20? Well, 2 plus 1 is 3, nothing in the ones place, 0. So 10 more than 20 is 30. So that's the first way that you guys can solve these problems, because you don't even have to do it on a piece of paper. You don't even have to do it. You can do it in your head. What's 10 more than 60? Well, I know 1 more than 6 is 7, so I have 7 in the tens place, nothing in the ones place, and that gives me 70. Another example, or another way, that you can solve this is by doing it on a 99 or 100 chart. So if I said, what is 10 more than 80? Well, I have 80 here, and I know that this whole row makes 10, so 10 more would be 90. You just increase that tens place by 1. So you know that 8 plus 1 is 9, nothing in the tens place. You get the same result. If you said, what is 10 more than 30? You see, okay, what's the number right below it? We got 40. And you just think about that in your head. One more way you can do it if I said, again, what is 10 more than 50? I see 5, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Add 10 more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's how you add 10 more. Now let's talk about how you can make 10 less. So if I see that, what is 60 minus 10? So that's 10 less than 60. Same thing. What's 6 minus 1? 5. Nothing in the ones place. 50. 80 minus 10. 8 minus 1. 7. Nothing in the ones place. 70. So you're doing the same thing. You're just taking away. Same thing with your 100s chart. 60, you're going backwards 10. You got 50. So 10 less than 60 is 50. Doing it with base 10. You're not adding, you're taking away. So what is 10 less than 40? Well, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. 10 less, 10, 20, 30. So those should be pretty easy and in your head. Now where it gets a little bit tricky is where you add something in the ones place. So if we have the number 54, let's add 10 to the number 54. Well, if we just cover up the ones place and you just see a 5, well, we know we have to at least add 1 to that 5, which gives us 6. So we'll have 6 in the tens place. And then This doesn't change because 4 plus 0 is 4, 64. So 10 more than 54 is 64. You're just looking at changing that ones place right there. Or excuse me, you're just looking at changing that tens place right there. Same thing if we had the number 78 plus 10. 10 more than 78. Cover up that ones place. Okay, 7 plus 1 is 8. Now we have that 8 in the ones place, 88. So again, you're really just looking at that tens place that's going to go up by 1. So that's always one way to do it. Now, next way to do it is by going to our 100s chart. Let's find the number 37. So we have the number 37. Okay, what's 10 more than 37? Instead of having to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we know that every time we go down a number, that's going to give us 10 more. So if we say, what's 10 more than 37? Oh, I'm just going to look down one below it, and that's 47. So every time you go down one, you're adding more. Now, let's just stop and think about it. What if we go up 1? Does the tens place get greater or smaller? Well, 3 is definitely greater than 2, and 2 is definitely less than 3. So if you go up, you're getting smaller. If you go down, you're getting greater. So 10 less than 37 is 27. So every time you go down 1, you're adding 10. Every time you go up 1, you are subtracting 10. So you're making it 10 less. One more, let's do 10 less than. So even though I know you guys most likely don't have these base 10 blocks at your house, you guys know how to draw them. So you can show me by drawing. So let's say we have 65. Well, what's 10 less than 65? Are we going to change any of these ones? No. So we're going to put the ones to the side. Well, what's 10 less than 65? Let's take away 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Those ones are not going to change when we're just taking away and adding 10. So those are the 3 ways that you can add and subtract 10. 10 more and 10 less. Base 10 blocks, you can look at the tens place, or you can look at a 99 chart. So for your practice worksheet today, this does not need to be on Seesaw. This is for you guys to practice. We're going to look, okay, what is subtracting 10? We're going to take 10 away from 30. Well, I know that if I take 1 away from 3, that gives me 2. I don't see any 1s, that gives me 20. What's 10 more? So we're adding 10 to 30. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4, and I just see a 0. So you're going to do that all the way down. 10 less, 10 more. Then when you get down here, it just gets a little trickier because you might have a number in that ones place. So if we see 53 plus 10, 5 plus 1, so if you're just adding the 10s together, so we would be adding the 10s. 50 plus 10 is 60. Then you add in that 1, 60 plus 3, 63. So you're just adding those 10s place together, and then you make sure you look in what's in that ones place. If I see, we'll jump down and we'll do a subtraction one. Okay, we'll do D. So if I see 70 minus 10, well, I don't see anything in the ones place, so I'm lucky. So I just have to do 7 minus 1, 6, nothing in the ones place, gives me 60. So this will be your practice worksheet for today. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.